Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back for more singular survival. And, well, I guess now that we've gone ahead and retrofit our monstrosity here, I'm pretty sure you guys saw all this. I might have added a few more things, welded up the rest of the thrusters off screen. I can't honestly remember. But, yeah, I got all my thrusters. I cut, welders. I cut off some of the welders on these sides here, because it looked just absolutely hideous with just a big bulk. And, of course, these... they're an even number across, the other side is an odd number, so I couldn't make them exactly the same distance as one another. Okay, dokie, so that's that. This ship ready to rumble. We have more space in here. What we're probably going to do is build this up to a greater height and add space thrusters on it, so when we get in the space we can still use the same ship. For now, though, we're doing none of that silly bullocks. What we're going to simply go ahead and do is hop to my game crashed. Are you serious? Is that what today is going to be? Okay, stay calm. Yeah, report it. I have one mod on this. Okay, let's launch game again. That's cool. Okay, yeah, load world. Yep, okay, number 24. Yep, look, see? Mods. I think it's just one mod on this. Oh, wait, mod's going to take... Yeah, look, my camera overlay. That's it. Yeah, let's open the browser. Yep, it's working. Yep, completely working, right? I mean, let's see. Press F6 on your keyboard and you put the camera view back on your character, blah, blah, blah. And the game mod's ready, goddammit. 2 years old, still working for dedicated service? I don't know, I'm assuming so. Only working in a single player, not on a server. Well, I can't help you there, buddy. But yeah, there's nobody at the top saying, hey, it broken. So I don't think it's broken. Let's go ahead, you know, and load back in, you know. We got to click the actual load button. There we go, okay. Okay, and this takes 5 minutes for no reason at all. Which I, of course, edit out, because it would be silly to have 5 minutes of just a loading screen at this point. Okay, big spike in noise, but we're in. Let's go ahead and try to hop in the cockpit again. No crash that time? No crash? Good, that's what I like to see. Alright, so as I was saying, let's go ahead, take the ship, press P to disconnect it. That should have done it. Yep, we're free, so let's hover out. We only got, I think, 4 gyroscopes looking at the bottom right there. But you know what, it's enough to get this thing moving. We don't want it to be super quick, because all we're going to do if it's super quick is wreck it. Wrecky Becky, motherfucker! Sorry. Let's go ahead also to groups. We're going to probably go ahead and either regroup these. So let's do grinders. In fact, grinder. Select our grinders group. Select all of them with a shift and clicking the bottom. Do a nice old save on it. So now when I click grinders group, it'll have everything. Let's do the same for welders. Yeah, welder sausage. Oh, I already got them all. Cool. And now we can just go ahead and get on with the boogie. As soon as I actually remember to add these to our controls. So we're going to weapons and tools. We'll just right click to add both of those there. So if I want to just click on my number 1 button, hold left click to run them, I can. And then we're also just going to go to groups and toggle block on and off and toggle block on and off. So if I just want to press 3, it'll turn them on for me and keep them on. Alrighty, well, we got those going. Let's go ahead and boogie and get rid of, well, the rest of this silly facility. We are going to be removing our medical bay here in a minute, so we are going to probably need to go into slight super caution mode and ensure that we don't end up not putting that back in right away. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that we need to grind it down and immediately pretty much put it right back in on the main escape ship. Alrighty, I don't think you need to see me doing all this, so let's either skip ahead or fast forward. Alrighty, there we go. That's a fair amount done, I would say. I mean, that's a huge amount of progress, really, if you think about it. Especially considering how long it would have taken with the smaller one, having to go basically from blocker 2 to blocker 2. Small sad point, though, is I have lost quite a few grinders. Yeah, it's just like, you know, you seem to bump stuff and they just shatter off. There's no, like, just pressing on stuff and rotating around with it, which is rather unfortunate. You can see I've lost 4 of them, technically, at this point, so... yeah, a bit disheartening. Let's actually go ahead and turn our UI back on. You can see we're down to... we've used about half of our fuel, judging from the fuel time remaining. It should be taken into account, too, though, that we have indeed gone ahead and been using, I guess, more fuel because our thrusters have to work harder because our ship's getting heavier. That said, let's go ahead and actually turn on our welders, and I've just realized we never put in the remote control stuff so we could actually switch the ship around and fly it the other way, did we? So let's go ahead and actually do that really quickly here. I'm going to buzz ourselves over here, not hit anything, just get near the base. That way I can go from its storage to ours real quick. And we're going to just install the control stuff right back here. Now, what all do we want to put in? Let's just do the basics of a remote control block facing that way. An antennae. Do we have that? Oh, yep, right there. And for that, we need a small steel tube to even start it. And then that'll at least give us like super basic control. We won't use a camera yet. Maybe in the future we'll install one. So what do we need? A small steel tube. We'll grab 10 of those, way more than we should need. 100 of those, why not? We still got some steel, so I don't think we'll need that. Interior plates, nah, I think we would have seen it if we needed it. We're gonna need motors, because I know this stuff requires motors for some reason. And that's pretty much filled up our inventory, so... a few computers. Let's see if that's enough stuff, just off the top of my head, grabbing things. Yep, indeed, this does need a motor. Oh, it does need an interior plate. Dang, I had one to start it up. I didn't even know that. Oh, bugger. Whatever though, we managed to get it done. We'll grab another steel plate in a second, just so we can make sure we get it fully done. We can install this guy and radio components, of course. We're going to need 4 of those and 1 interior plate to finish this son of a gun up. Super simple stuff. Let's go to main storage, just drop everything in there. In fact, you know what, we're going to keep some of these, but we need 1 of you and 4 radio communication components. These things. Wow, we can actually hold 4 of those. They're pretty hefty. Again, we're at ×3 units. We're out with those, so we should be relatively alright. And we got both these done now, pretty much. There we go. Cool. So let's go ahead and now use this ship to weld some stuff up. So we're going to go ahead and do a G. We're going to go to all blocks, remote, where's the control? The autopilot control, there we go. So we'll do number 5, that'll give us control of that. And now if we do W, yep, it takes us this way. And so now we're in third person because we didn't switch over to a camera, and we're still able to go ahead and control this ship. It is a bit cluttered though, because I can see my own bloody name now, and the antenna on this ship, but yeah, nonetheless, it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and set up our UI too. So we're going to need to once again grab these 2 guys, and then these 2 guys. We really only should grab the welders, but whatever, we grab the whole lot. And let's go ahead and see what we can weld up here. Let's start out with just the hydrogen tank right here, because we ground down 1 hydrogen tank inside the facility. Somebody did tell me that once again, I could have theoretically drained it by setting it to not stockpile and setting one of these on the ship to stockpile, but I could have sworn I tried that before, back before I disconnected and it didn't work. Maybe they changed it so it does work, but I just know in the past when I tried that, it didn't seem to function. So I just ground it down and lost the hydrogen that was inside it. Shouldn't be too bad. We have so much water nearby, we should be able to just go ahead and mine a mountain of that up. Looks like we almost had the components to complete these 2 sons of guns, but not quite. We'll just circle around and drop off almost everything, if not everything we can. Yeah, I was thinking that, see that little tiny piece in the middle there, the connector, horizontal, at an angle? I was thinking maybe I'd weld that up. I've decided not to. Let's just carry on over here and continuing welding what we can, and we'll see what we're missing, and probably not produce that. I think our next job after this is honestly going to be upgrading the mining ship, because I want the mining ship to be functional so that way we can go out and gather more supplies, because I don't want us to end up in a spot of bother where basically we have to use that very derpy mining ship of ours and, well, fail-fest ourselves about for an hour. Can we squeeze this in here and weld up that assembler? Nope, no luck there. I can't even tell what we're really oh wait, no, we're getting, there we go. Awesome, it worked. Cool. Let's see if we have the components to even finish it, though. We might not. No, it looks like we don't, but we got close, at least. A lot of this seems to be getting close. You gotta remember, a lot of what we just ground down is honestly just steel plates, so it's a little unfortunate that you don't get, you know, trillions of supplies for destroying this base, but you do get your fair share in the end. I'm bringing the ship down just a little bit so those welders get everything, because remember, I have the bottom welders slightly squished in a little bit for design purposes. There we go. I did notice also while I was grinding everything down, it's a little unfortunate that I did put the connection block where I did back there, because it means the back of the ship where the welders are is technically a little bit lower than the front, meaning if I try to grind something right next to the ground, all of a sudden I'm hitting the ground in the back of the ship, which is unfortunate, obviously. Do we want to try to get in there and weld those up at this moment? Why not? We just did the other 2. Can't hurt to at least get them started, I don't think. And if we really need supplies and find out we put them in there, we can always come back and chop them off later. Now let's just buzz ourselves in there. While these are, God, I keep going first person thinking I'm going to get a better look, and then remembering I'm remote controlling the ship, so no dice there. Well, There's some lights, so they're working. Actually, did we finish those on the right there? No, they're just very close to being done. So you can see these are working there. Sound in the game is still pretty low. Let's go ahead and do some test here. Yeah, let's turn up the sound. Because last week we turned it down. Not controls. Audio. Because mousing over stuff like this was super loud. So now we can turn it back up. And last week I pretty much... Yeah, it's not super loud. Last week I pretty much killed all the sound just because I could then listen to a bunch of music. Oh shit. And we just did damage to that thing with our thrusters as we reversed out. You know, with the sound last week out, I didn't think it would be very harmful to listen to. Oh my god, I've gotten distracted. To music while working because there wasn't any sound, in-game sound to miss, so I muted it all. Scheiße. Oh my god, I hate it. It's like one little faux pas and you destroy a whole welding array. Like, it felt like such a gentle swack. I bet I was actually moving at like 20 meters per second though. Alrighty, let's go ahead and dock this thing. We've screwed ourselves over a little bit here. A few grinders, that's sort of alright that we lost those, but man, we just lost half of our welders, pretty much. Shite. So that's a pretty big fupa. Let me go ahead and disconnect from that remote control block, that way I can fly this the way I'm used to when it comes to docking this stuff here. We'll dock this up, and then we'll see what it takes to, well, I guess replace all these, as well as maybe, forgive my camera spewing about, it's jumping into first person and stuff. This is part of the same ship. You'd think it would let the camera clip through these thrusters, even though because they're part of the same ship. Whatever. Let's go ahead and dock this thing here. Oh my god, stop it! Scheiße, that's so annoying. And right there, wobble connect. Cool. Scheiße, man, I hate that we lost that stuff. Let's go ahead and first and foremost just place everything that we've lost back in. That way we'll have the spot there. We can always use the welders and stuff on the main ship to go ahead and try to fix stuff up. And then we might not have room to even place these here. Oh, we do. Cool. Like, how do we want these? We had them on their side, like this. Cool. Get all these back in real quick. There we go. And let's go ahead and see. Let's take a fair amount of stuff. Let's just see what some of this stuff is missing. Like what are you missing? Oh, just large steel tubes. So just steel, basically. I don't know what all you're missing, but let's just grind this down. Can we hold everything in our inventory? No, we can't. That's unfortunate. But well, whatever. We're going to grind it down. I don't want this stupid thing just producing flames sitting here. That could have been very bad. And let's just drop this into our cargo container. Let's do main. Oh, let's just do _1. That should line it up properly. There we go. Drop all that off. Let's grab another hydrogen tank. Let's check our hydrogen, because if memory serves, we were running a bit low. We still got a bunch of these. Looks like... No, we didn't go get more hydrogen tanks. I thought we did for a second. Or, not hydrogen tanks, but hydrogen. Ice. That's what I'm thinking of. Ice to actually make more hydrogen. Let's pick up all this nonsense. How many steel tubes did we just get? Like one? Yep, one. Let's place that jump drive back in there. Where did I put it on the hotbar? Down at the bottom. If this text would stop eating up. Okay, first and foremost, let's get rid of this body location. No idea where it's from. It's just taking up space here. Okay. And now let's try to ignore the text that's getting in the way of my bottom hotbar so I can think here. And let's put it onto number 7, I guess. And we'll probably forget it's there. And doopity-doo-dah. Steel plates place it, right? I got 40 steel plates. Oh, you know what? The computers are probably still sitting there. Yep, there they are. Little tiny computers. Boop. And there we go. Cool. So now we can place some of that back in there. Don't know why I'm bothering, really. We're still going to need a trillion things, and that's not really going to be really useful until we get into space. You guys are just short from computers. You're done. What are you guys short on? Computers. Cool. So all we need to finish those guys are computers. So let's just search computer. I got 10 right there, and 400 and something right there. So there we go. Got those done. Awesome, so that was actually pretty much successful when we welded these up. And then we just need the large steel tubes to go ahead and finish the hydrogen tanks, and then we can actually go ahead and go mine ourselves some ice and start fueling up the hydrogen tanks on this ship, which should be pretty nifty and useful, actually, just so we have it stockpiled. It'll also mean that our hydrogen tanks for our little person, as we're floating about, aren't going to run dry all of a sudden, too. Because we'll, of course, be able to keep getting new hydrogen tanks and keeping those up to stock. We're also going to be putting on the, I don't think power things, but the ones that make these work faster, productivity things onto these. And then this last refinery, do we want to go ahead and see what this takes to weld up? Oh, we put the computers in there, steel plates. Let's just see what it's got real quick. Slight change of plans. Main cargo container. There we go. We got 7,000 of those. Let's just drop you back off into there. See if we can grab a few more. And we'll just do this one by hand really quickly. I don't think it's going to take too long. And in fact, through the power of editing, it's done. So there we go. Got that done. In fact, we even found that we had about 40 large steel tubes sitting about. So if I did a large steel, you see we got that. Small bother though. If I search up iron, oh, we got 16,000. Oh, we still actually have quite a bit of iron. So let's go to our production. And let's see what we got here. I think I just got a message from Scott that probably popped up on there. But anyway, let's go to production. Assembler 7 appears to be our king assembler. And let's queue that up. Assembler 7 is... Okay, there we go. I was like, why is Assembler 7 not working? So Assembler 7 is now our king. We'll go ahead and select all the other assemblers. And activate cooperative mode from here. So they should all just kick in to help get that done now. So we go to production. Yeah, Assembler 7's working. Assembler 10 isn't working. 9, no, I heard none of you working. You should all be... Well, one of you is actually helping, thank goodness. Did I not finish all these? I could have sworn I finished them. You're done. They all look done. They weren't red in the control panel. They're all connected up to the top, right? Yep, they're all connected up. They're all finished, so... I don't know, maybe they didn't want to split the iron, or maybe because it was individually queued up. I bet you it's one of those things where, because I had already queued it up when they weren't in cooperative mode, they didn't all share it. So if I queue 100 right now... Nope, still not splitting the load evenly throughout them all. That's odd. You're getting it, but a lot of the other buggers aren't. Very odd. I don't understand that. Maybe the iron stacks got pulled into one thing, it didn't split them evenly or something. Either way though, we got those pipes being done. That means we'll be able to finish these sons of guns here, the hydrogen tanks. And then... Oh, you're actually done. What about you? What do you require? Large steel tubes as well? Just large steel tubes to get most of this stuff done. So let's just go ahead and queue up a fair few more of these, since we apparently do have a fair amount of iron. And in fact, on our left, we're going to search iron ingot. Oh look, oh, that's a Assembler 7. Refinery 9 has a bunch of it. I don't understand why they're not all sharing the load evenly. Like, all those assemblers should be just like, yeah, sure, give each of us one at a time, and we'll all cook it out, and then give us another one until the top mount is made. Look, we got so much iron just sitting about in here. This is stupid. Ridiculously stupid. It's cooked out like a couple thousand already, but... Alrighty, well, anyway, with them functioning, maybe it's a power issue? Are we running low on power? I don't understand this. They're set to cooperative mode. No, we're using 16% of our power. It's nearly 17%. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, well, considering Scoot's messaging me for something, I'm actually going to split right now. Pretty simplistic episode for once. I'm actually ending an episode in the same sitting. Even if it turns out to be longer than usual or shorter than usual, that's that. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys and gals, and I shall talk to you next time, where I shall probably have disabled my Steam recording thing. Ta-ta! Well, not Steam recording, but overlay. That thing. Blah, blah. Bye!